Today, I'll teach you about the comments in Python using the Jupyter Notebook environment. So first we'll see what is a comment. Coming to the comments in Python, comments can be used for documentation purpose. Now, whenever you write any of the application, or it could be a project where you're going to write some code, so you need to just put a comment like, so, okay, this line is for so and so purpose. So that if anyone sees your documentation, that means your project or it could be program, if you can put these comments, then they can clearly understand what is that particular line for, or what is the purpose of the particular paragraph. Okay, now comments can be used to explain Python code. So very often you might have seen some programs onto the internet web pages. So there you get the explanation of the code. So we can just explain the Python code by using some comments. Now comments can be used to make the code more readable. So once you read the comment, that is, comments are written in normal English, so that when you read that, you can easily understand the purpose of the particular code. Comments can be used to prevent execution when testing code. Suppose when you're writing a program, few lines I want to just ignore and I want to go for the other lines for execution. So in the coding also you can keep some uh, programming lines, that is instructions to be kept as a comment, and other lines you want to execute. So just to basically we go for testing purposes. Okay, now how to create a comment. Now here we have a symbol called hash. Now this is used for creating a comment, and generally the comments are ignored by the Python interpreter. Just it is only to read, it is not going to be evaluated by your Python interpreter. Just for documentation purpose, just to read the particular instructions purposes, we go for comments. So here comments start with hash and Python will ignore them at the runtime. Now we have two types. One is single line comment. So for every line if you prefix this hash symbol, that is converting as a comment. Then if you want to write more than one line as a comment, because sometimes you want to just explain in detail, then one line could not be sufficient. So if you want to go for more lines, that is string comments, then basically you can go for 3 double quotes opening, 3 double quotes closing. So in this also you can do. So now I will show the same thing how you are going to write in Jupyter Notebook. So in my previous video, I have already shown you how to install the Anaconda software. And in the Anaconda software, you have a Jupyter Notebook as one of the module. So in my system, it is already installed. If you want to check out the installation procedure, you can go with the previous video of mine. Then just you can search for Anaconda Navigator. So if once you have installed the Anaconda software, you will get like this Anaconda Navigator. Just click that. Then it gets started. So it is initializing. Now this Anaconda software is an integrated tool which are holding so many sort of components. Now we want Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so just you can launch that. So it is getting started. Now this is the environment for the Jupyter Notebook. So I go for File, New, Notebook. Now it has opened. So it is asking for selecting the kernel. By default, Python is selected. Okay. Now here you have a title. If you want to change this, so I can write like Python comment as a file name, and IPYNB, that's a Python notebook, is the extension. So rename it. So you can see here Python comment as a file name. Now here, this is an environment where you can go for the coding. You can see code, raw data, and markdown. So If you don't want to go for coding, you just go for the markdown where this is a normal text what you can type. But here I want some coding part. So here I'll write like hash. I want to I'll increase the size. Okay. Initialize the variable. Okay, I want to write like this. And I'll write some x equal to some 10. Okay. And I want to just print that. I'll write one more. Print the variable. You can write only x, or you can apply the print function. Okay. So you can just click run here. So you got the 10 value. This x value has been printed here. Okay. But now these two lines are ignored. Two lines are ignored. Only this value has been. Now, if suppose I want to go for multi-line, so you can start with three double quotes. Then you can write this is used to initialize multiple variables. I want to put in different line. Multiple variables and print. Now this is how the closing also need to be 3. Now after that I'll write some x equal to 10, then y equal to some 20. Then I can write print of x value and the print of y value. We'll try. Now you're getting x 10 and 20 here, print of x and y, but here these lines are ignored. Now in this way you can write multiple lines also as a comment. Okay, so if you want you can write here also for your understanding. Like if suppose I want to just I'll copy the same, I'll put here, and here I want to write some comment like print x value. Okay, so beside this only I want to write a single line comment. Here print y value. Then you run this, so you can see you get the value, but this is ignored. So all comments will be ignored. Okay, this is only for documentation purpose. So whenever you're seeing the coding like this, okay, I can understand, okay, this particular function is used for printing x value, this particular function is used for printing the y value, and I'm expecting my answer. Okay, so this is single line comment, one line you can write individually by putting hash symbol. But here you can see at once I'm writing multiple line comment. Okay, so these are the two ways how you are going to work with the comments through Jupyter Notebook. So I have given some inputs on Python comments, single line and multi-line comments. So if you like this video, do comment, subscribe, and share it to your friends. Thank you.